All rise. Madison County Circuit Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge John Putman presiding.
Be seated, please. 2014-254 State versus Nicholas Weeks, impairing the operations of a vital public facility. Rioting. Good morning. Sir, I have appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you, and you're appearing here for an arraignment.
Yes, sir. Your Honor, we will waive formal reading of the information and enter a plea of not guilty.
Okay.
Judge, we will attempt to resolve this matter today. As he's in DOC right now, I think it would be in everyone's best interest to try to resolve it as quickly as possible.
Okay, I'll just leave the case file out and we'll recall your
Thank you, Your Honor.
State versus Robert Willett, 2014-255, charged with possession of controlled substances.
You know, we're here on first appearance. We'll waive reading of the information or plea of not guilty.
Very well. I'll enter that plea of not guilty. We'll send out a scheduling order in the case. I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you, sir.
Yes, sir.
State versus Scott Jenkins, 2014-256, breaking or entering, drug paraphernalia, fleeing.
Your Honor, he's not made application. I
Okay.
think he intends to hire private counsel. I'd go ahead and stand in today, waive reading of the information or plea of not guilty. If we could have attorney status as next reappearance.
Okay. Reappear, sir, on November 20th at 10 o'clock a.m. before Judge Webb. Okay, thank you. 14-239, State versus Jason Biddle, furnishing prohibited articles, unlawful use of a communication device, controlled substances.
As the court mentioned, this is arraignment. We're attempting to go ahead and enter a plea of guilty by needing to fire my client prior to doing that.
Certainly, sir.
Mr. Biddle, you understand you're here for first appearance, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you've been given a plea offer today.
Yes, sir.
Based on it being an arraignment, I have to go over this portion because we've not completed discovery. It's just now been given to me. But based on our discussions we've had, you're willing to go ahead and enter a plea today, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And acknowledging that we just now got the discovery in the case, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Go ahead and proceed, Your Honor.
Mr. Biddle, I'm looking at a police statement here. Have you gone over this document?
Yes, sir.
Do you feel you understand what's set out in this police statement?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the charges against you and the range of penalties if you're convicted?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading guilty to furnishing prohibited articles, unlawful use of a communication device, and 2 misdemeanor counts of possession of controlled substances?
Yes, sir.
By doing so, you give up your right to a trial, and you also cannot appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily,
Yes, sir.
and because you're in fact guilty of these crimes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you telephoned, is this correct, you telephoned someone who was in the jail, and you sent some drugs into the jail in food baskets? Is that what happened?
Yes, sir.
He was actually the one that was in the jail. He was at.
You were in the jail?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This time, sir, I'll accept your plea of guilty and adjudge you guilty on the crime of furnishing prohibited articles. You'll be sentenced to 5 years in the Department of Correction, unlawful use of a communication device, 5 years in the Department of Correction. On each count of possession of a controlled substance, 90 days in the county jail. They'll run concurrent. You pay cost of $200, $1,000 fine, $200 in public defender fees, a DNA fine of $250, a drug crime assessment of $125, and a $20 booking fee. Pay what you owe at the rate of $100 per month, beginning within 60 days after your release from incarceration.
Yes, sir.